we want to take a look at how to use data input stream and data output stream. On the previous record, it's showing you how to use file input stream, object input stream, and file output stream and object output stream. Okay, so we're going to start to look at the data output stream and data input stream, which is extended from FilterInputStream. Okay. Now, we're going to declare data input stream. Okay, and we're going to name data input stream as the object equals to new data input stream. Let's import this. Okay, now let's check the constructor. It's required you to have input stream, right? So let's go to check the constructor on JavaDoc. So we see this is a filter input stream, right? So data input stream just inherit from filter input stream, which is here, right? Subclasses. So having access to this method too. So they need to look at input stream here as a constructor for superclass. Okay, which pretty much we can provide an input stream like file input stream. Same. So the constructor is requiring you to provide input stream here, right? So let's look at some of the method first. Go back to input stream. So we have, these are the list of the method. Is it available? Return an estimate of the number of bytes that can be read from the input stream without blocking by the next invocation of the method for this input stream. So pretty much it's going to return the number of bytes, okay, from the file, right? And close, we know close mark the current position in this input stream. Right, when you read, you get to you can mark the position and mark supported. Test if this input stream support the mark, okay, to check if we can mark it. Read the next byte of data from the input stream. So this is the I/O, so binary I/O, so it's read by byte, right? We do read. So you can also do read byte, an array of bytes, right? Or you can start the offset and the length where you want to stop, start, and read. We can reset, reposition this stream to the position at the time the mark that you mark, right? Skip, you can skip over and discard, right? So this is just like if you look at when you have the CD players, you can just do skip, right? Reset back to beginning, pause, so something like that. Same concept here. So like I said, input stream, filter input stream extends from input stream. So let's look at after you extend. Now you can actually filter the input stream to be filtered. You can pass another input stream that you want to filter, right? It's create a filter input stream by assigning the argument in to the fill, right? So as to remember it for later use. Now these are pretty much the same, right? The method, okay, that we've seen before. It can be overriding, right? So let's look at input stream here that we try to filter. It said the parameter is in the underlying input stream or null if this instance is to be created without an underlying stream. Alright, so let's look at some example. Okay, so this one has main methods, right? Input stream is we just create it and assign to null at this point, and filter input stream to null, just declare them, right? Create an object instances, and we instantiate them here, and we require to have try catch as usual, right? Which is IO exception in case you cannot find a file, right? Now, yeah, let's take a look at this. This is a good time to look at, besides try catch, we have finally, and you guys see this on your test too. Okay, so when you try, you can handle it. Okay, like in the case of I tried to open the file, I couldn't find. Okay, it's just handle. And of course, finally means either case, either you try or catch, you're going to have to do finally to pretty much just close, right? Because in the case of catch, if you close inside try, that means you never close it, right? So that's why it's best to use it finally. Like no matter what you do, the try statements in this or catch statements, you still have to do finally.
So is finally just used? Is it usually just used to close things, or
it can be anything that we use. This example is just like in the case that program reading the file, then either it can read or not. Since we instantiate, we open it, we just want to close them, right? But it can be any logic that you think that either try and catch happens, we still want to do it.
So why do you need
then
the finally block though? What if you just didn't have the finally and you still had that code there?
But when you catch, okay, finally blocked, when you catch, actually you may handle to do system.out something, right? Or if you happen to do the trace, right, it may never get into the next statement if you happen to have another method or jump out, right? So that's why finally, to make sure that you always have to do that. That's why finally.
That makes sense.
Okay. So now, but we want to look at how to use filter input stream demo, right? This is just additional to try catch finally. So you see that in the test too. In your final test, it's going to talk about how to use finally too.
Why we don't have the finally in the previous examples?
Oh, like the assignments?
Right. And
Now, the filter, first we said, okay, this is your filter is just like what? Polymorphisms, right? Because it happened to use buffer input stream in this example. See that? So F is, right, FIS here, pretty much filter input stream stand for equals to new buffered input stream. This is like a polymorphisms, right? And then is equals to file input stream. Now we know that when we create that, we have to pass in the file input stream, just like an example that we've seen before for file input stream and object input stream. Okay, that you can see you've seen before from the previous videos. Now, so pretty much just pass the file that you want to read into, right? Buffered input stream. Then you start to read, okay? And you set the buffers, right? Buffer equals to new byte 6 and array of buffer, right? And it's pretty much just has the length 6. Then you can say returns number of bytes read to buffer. So read, we can start the offset start and end, right? So it's going to start from 2 to 4, right? And then it's going to print to show the number of bytes read. Okay, the output should be, okay, so let's see, number of bytes read should be 4 because 2, 3, 4, right? So 2, 3, so it's going to say including 2, right? And get to 3, and this is a byte, and then 4. Right, so we're going to pretty much run this program in Eclipse, the demo that we see. Alright, so the name is FilterInputStream demo. Now we want to check number of bytes read here after we run. Seem like there's an error here. Oh, because of the file, right? I need to create the file. So let's create in this location. Take the C drive out. It should read from the current directory, current working directory, which is here, and we can name it test.txt. Not that one. New text file, right? And save it as. Okay, I'm going to save the file as test.txt. Right. Select location. Alright, so let me see. I'm going to write something longer. Okay, maybe a letter A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Okay, so each letter should represent 1 byte, right? So I have how many bytes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 13, right? We can get the size too, I think. Like, let's say if I want to know the size, system.out.print ln, and then is dot read. Okay, read, we talk about it's going to read the whole thing in, right, without offset. Do we see any method when we read the Java doc to get the size? I mean,
I think it was available. Was available the one?
yeah, it's available. It's return number of bytes. Yes. So let's say number of bytes, right? So let's run again. Okay, so number of bytes, yeah, exactly 13, because I have 13 letters. Each letter represents 1 byte.
Yeah.
Now, but this guy talk about number of reads because I is an integer.